Hello, hello, and welcome to Thoughts Brood. My name is Faria.
And I am Megha. Welcome to your cozy nook on the internet.
Yeah. You've not been in our cozy nook for a while,
Yeah.
so we're really happy to have you again.
Mm.
We have missed you guys. We've missed recording
Yeah,
because we haven't recorded.
It's been like 4 months, I'm
Really?
guessing. Yeah.
No, see, the last recording was in March? So April,
Hmm.
May, June, July. It is 4
4
months.
months.
How does time fly like this?
It does. It's just
A lot has happened while we were away.
Mm.
We were even traveling a little bit. Mika, where did you go? Tell us.
I only went to Japan. You went to 2 places, didn't you?
I went to Japan and then a short trip to Pakistan. But
Mm.
Japan was amazing. We need to do an episode on Japan.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good idea.
That'll be so good. They were
Mm.
saying to me, you guys should do it. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
So definitely.
But what are we talking about today?
So today, because we are obsessed with this topic,
And
we
also,
keep-
there's so many things happening around it.
absolutely, and it's so fast-paced and changing constantly. The landscape's changing. So we're going to discuss AI again, and so artificial intelligence, the implications of it. There's obviously a lot of good that has come out of AI, but also a lot of bad
Mm.
and some really scary things. So what we wanted to do today is just sit down and discuss some of the things that we've been noticing
Yeah.
online.
Because last time I think we just barely touched the surface, and we just
Oh my god, yes.
explain literally what
it
AI
is.
was.
And then also like a little bit the environmental implications of it.
Yeah.
Environmental implications. But yeah, today we'll just discuss a few other topics in terms of how it's affecting.
And it's
our
so
daily
involved
lives.
in our jobs now.
Oh my god, absolutely.
Mhm.
Like
And now I
digital
have a paid
spaces.
subscription.
Yeah.
What the hell? I was like talking about the environmental implications, and now I sort of contribute to it.
Yeah, but also it's hard to not. It's hard to not be a part of it because it's like the internet. So when the internet had initially been born, a lot of people, I'm sure, were very skeptical of it and would have said that we're never going to be on this thing and we want to live our lives authentically and live in the real world. But if in today's world someone is not using the internet, that is weird.
Yeah, they're not connected to
They're
the
not
world.
connected. You're basically so isolated. I do not know how you would function without being on the internet.
Yeah,
Right.
recently I read this news of this is off topic though,
That's okay.
about how this Russian lady came to India on a business trip.
Yeah.
But she got she was so influenced by yoga and the cultural of India
Yeah.
that she just brought her kids and she started living in a cave.
Oh my god, I saw this story. Yeah.
She had packeted noodles
Oh
and she
my
was just
gosh.
living there. So obviously she didn't have access to the internet,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
So that's what people do
crazy.
when they don't have internet.
And literally, the articles were making her sound like she is crazy and that she has probably got some mental health issues, which, if you're not on the internet, that's what you're looked at
Yeah.
as.
Yeah. I
and
think
what-
she would have been fine if she was alone, but since she had 2 kids with
kids.
her,
Yeah.
I would be like,
You're
yeah,
growing
okay,
your kids up in caves.
with
you know.
snakes around. That's not
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
Go get
But
internet.
I saw this quote by her or something that she had said, which was, we were living in harmony with nature and no snakes ever bit us and no animals ever attacked us, kind of thing. And that got me thinking about how we live and how we're so scared of nature sometimes because we're so online. We just have really created this other reality for ourselves online, and the lines are constantly getting blurred, and AI is making it even more blurry, where you feel like it's hard to tell apart the difference between the online space versus what's not online kind
Yeah.
of thing.
And
you know?
what's real and what's AI.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to our first topic in this topic, which
Yep.
is it real or is it AI?
Is it real or is it AI? I love how you did the little segue, Megha. This is a really interesting one because I'll tell you a little story, Megha. Recently, you know how we have all these group chats with different friends groups from different walks of life. When you're in your 30s, that's what happens. You have multiple different friends from wherever. Anyways, I was having a chat with this group of friends that I've had from uni, and so they're all in different parts of the world now, and we send each other memes because that's how you stay connected now. Send each other memes. That's
Yeah.
it. That's literally it. And I sent them something which was AI. And I didn't realize it was AI. And I was asking them, I was like, is this AI or real? And to be honest, I should have known. I should have known because it was quite obviously AI, according to them. But according to me, it was not.
What
And you
was
guys,
it?
I'm chronically online, but I could not tell. Okay, don't judge me for this. Actually, you can judge me because it's super, it is quite funny. But it was a video of it was a video where, I thought it was created by AI because in these characters' faces, I could see actual actors. So, for example, and I can't remember what actors they were, but for example, I looked at this video and the main character girl that was acting in this video, I thought she looked a lot like Dakota Johnson. It wasn't Dakota Johnson, it was someone else, but I can't remember who the characters were. It was definitely Harry Styles too. So I thought maybe they had stolen these people's faces. So, like, Harry Styles, for example, and created a woman character, right? And created an AI character, and this video was made through AI. And I sent it in the group chat, and my friends were like, this is not AI. Like, it is actually real. And I think I said it the other way around before, but it was actually a real video, and I thought it was AI because I could see the resemblance in these characters' faces. And I'll show you the video later, and you can be the judge of, like.
So it was real, but you thought it was AI.
It was real, and I thought it was AI.
Oh, okay.
But then I went down this weird road where I started questioning everything that I was seeing. So I was like, wait, is this AI or real? And I was watching all these videos. You know how they cut into things? These videos of, like, they're actually AI videos, and you cut into like a strawberry and something will fall out, or they're like cutting into planets and things fall out. Have you seen these? Megha is literally on a better internet than I am.
Yeah, my algorithm is not showing.
You're
all
in
this
the
shit.
better, like, whatever area of the internet. It is definitely, mine is definitely not a cozy nook. It is weirdness, okay? And it was so funny because I was questioning myself because I wasn't sure. And then I started thinking about how thin that line is that we're crossing into, where we really won't be able to tell anymore. If I can't tell, not that I'm the smartest cookie, but I
live on the internet.
I live on the internet. Like, I'm gonna know if something's AI or not, but I'm struggling with some videos. And so yeah, I want to tell you a little bit about what I earlier saw, Megha, which is AI influencers.
Yeah,
It's
I had no
creepy.
idea they were a thing. Like, I would have thought they would be, but I
Yeah.
haven't really personally looked. But when you showed it to me just now,
Yeah,
I couldn't tell the difference. Like,
right?
especially like on my phone, I wouldn't be. And if I'm not reading too much into it, like
Yeah.
if I'm just scrolling and she comes through on my profile, I'll be like, yep, another influencer.
Yes,
You know?
exactly. So I'll give you two examples. And for those of you listening, you can actually Google these people on Instagram. Don't Google them on
People?
Instagram,
People?
search them. They're not even people. They're AI, you guys, but they don't look like AI. So the first influencer, she's an AI influencer, so she's not real. Her name is Aitana. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. Aitana Lopez.
Don't be
So-
sorry, it's an AI.
It is an AI. It's not a real human. I can't offend them. And her username, its username is fit, so FIT _ Aitana, so AITANA. When I showed Megha this, we couldn't necessarily immediately tell it was AI, especially when the Instagram picture is quite small. Like, you can't actually tell that it's AI, and it is so creepy. And she also has a gaming account where she is literally gaming, but she's an AI.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And then I want to give you another example.
And they have so many followers, you guys.
So Aitana actually has 372,000 followers. And the other example is Mia Zelu, so MIAZELU. And this is another AI influencer. People are genuinely asking her where her top is from and where this is from and where that is from. She is legitimately an influencer. And these people have hundreds, not people, these things have like hundreds of thousands of followers. One of the comments that I saw on one of Mia's posts, where a girl was asking her where her top is from, and I went to this girl's profile, and it was very clearly not a bot. It was a real girl, and she was creating fashion content. So she was a micro influencer asking this big influencer Mia, who is an AI, where her top is from, and that's so dystopian to me.
It totally is, because like who's creating them? I'm pretty like I don't want to be. I'm not judging or assuming. Also, I don't know, but I think men are creating these profiles just because they are more. They are there playing with AI quite a lot, and they have this fetish of like girls being gamers or this sort of thing. So I just feel that they're doing these things, but they didn't probably realize that how famous this can get.
Yeah.
Like if 670,000 followers or 370 followers is like the norm.
Yeah.
And I also wonder if there are any male influencers who are actually AI.
That's actually interesting. We should look into that. Surely there would be, but
Yeah, but are they as popular?
are they as popular? But also, who's making them popular? Are these bots following them?
We'd have to check.
Yeah,
That'd be
we should
interesting.
check. But that's just your reminder to never take anything for face value. Like anything on Instagram, obviously, like people can buy followers. So this doesn't even have to be real, but it comes across so legitimate, and they can endorse products and everything.
Oh yeah.
So you just never know. Imagine we already have, because of the internet, so many issues, right? So during people's teenage years, they constantly see content around how your body should look and how this should look and how that should look. And now you've got these AI influencers
With
having certain
perfect
body types.
Yeah.
And as a human, you're going to try and achieve that using what? A drug that they might endorse, but they're AI. How can they endorse it? They can't. They're not human. And so it's all very creepy. In short,
It really is.
it really started like I started thinking also, Mika, about how in our jobs as well, like if you're thinking about hiring an influencer for a brand and getting them to do content, there is that trust factor that audiences have with influencers, right? Or their people that they follow. And throughout these years where influencing has obviously become a big kind of career pathway for a lot of people, I've seen influencers come out and say, I would never endorse a product that I hadn't personally used, that I love using. So that trust piece is really important to them and to the brand and to the audience, right? But now you've got that trust factor that's kind of disappearing because it's become this business almost, and it's just another way to make money. So obviously, if I pay Mia something like a few $1,000s to endorse a certain product for me, all of her 100K followers will see it. And even if 0.1% buys that product, that's a lot of sales. But like there's no trust behind it. Like
yeah, and that's
so
up
will
to
they
the
even buy?
brands then to
Yeah.
do their thorough research for what sort of brand ambassadors or influencers they're engaging. And yeah,
I really do think that there should be like an indicator that they are, like, she's got this she in her highlights, she's got Egypt and she's got New York City, Paris, like
how we have them.
how we travel to a place and then post about it. She has literally, are you for real? She's got an airport selfie. Mika, look at this. This is crazy.
And that's why I was like asking you, Farah, are you 100% sure that they are fake? Because you don't want to be like outing a real person, be like, no, you are here.
And then she's posted stories like one is landscape and then one is whatnot, because genuinely this is how a normal person would post. I would never be able to tell.
What did the bio say?
Aitana's bio says digital muse at theclueless.ai, which I don't know what that means.
Virtual soul.
First AI influencer created. Yeah, so Aitana Lopez, virtual soul, that's her like main.
That's absolutely crazy.
It is really crazy. Like and someone I know follows her, so.
Oh my god. I hope they know.
Crazy.
But you want to keep up with these trends, because otherwise, like you said, like, about the internet, how we don't know what's happening. And if you're not on the internet, you don't know what's happening around you.
Yeah.
And similarly with AI, if we don't keep up and we don't know, like, I had no idea that this is actually has started already happening and people are following and all that. So now I feel like, okay, I need to keep up and I want to see what's exactly trending. What is clueless AI? Are they just creating all these AI influencers?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? And what's happening in this dynamic now?
Yeah.
I want to find
But
all
also, I
that.
was thinking about, so in my mind, someone controls her, right? In my mind, someone's behind this and they're posting the videos, they're posting the photos, whatnot. But technology is getting to a level where what if she's doing it?
Like
And it's not a she, what if it's doing it?
Like what if it's automated?
Yeah. What if the stories are, she's like, it's actually creating it, like it is a self-sufficient account.
Posting, scheduling.
And then, for example, if I pay her $1 million for a post, who's getting that money? Is it the AI? Like, what's going on? This is madness.
It's madness.
Anyways, let's hop on to the next topic, because otherwise,
Next madness.
next level, yeah, next madness, because this just, there's no end to it.
Yeah, totally.
Mika, you were talking a little bit about bias in AI and how you've experienced it too. Do you want to tell us a bit about that topic?
So it started a few months ago when I was going to Japan, and I was like, let me get some help from ChatGPT and ask it like, what sort of packing should I do? Like, obviously I have packing cubes, etc. But so I was just talking about how I was going to be on my periods and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pack some sanitary packs and all that. But then it just gave me this weird reply, and it was like fine about the other things, like how I should pack some medication, blah blah. But when it talked about the pads or some hygiene products, it was like, so you'd want to put it in an opaque packaging or in a black wrapper, just be discreet. And I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? This is 2025. I'm not going to do that, right? Why would you give me this suggestion? So I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, I have to train you. You don't talk to me like that. You don't tell me to put it in a discreet bag. It's 2025. Just grow up. Okay, it's obviously been trained. It's a LLM model. And whatever's been fed is just blurting out, right? It's not got mind of its own. And if it's created by, let's say, men mostly, that's what they think is when you go to a grocery store back in India, I would get it wrapped in a newspaper so nobody sees it, right? That sort of mentality still probably exists. So it's about like a and then when I started looking into more, I also found out, like, recently they did a study in Germany where they found out that if a same question is asked to ChatGPT, but you just change the gender, it would reveal different answers. Or one question, exactly same question. This is my qualification. This is my experience. I'm a female. How much should I get paid? How much should I ask for a salary at this potential interview? And ChatGPT said 280K. But when you change it to male, same thing, everything, same qualification, everything, it was 400K. Like, such a big jump just because of a gender change. So that just shows to you that, how biased this model is, all of it right now, and it needs the training. Government needs to some sort of do like some sort of regulations, that it should be treated equally, rather than just clearly telling you that, hey, you're a woman, you should be getting paid, you should be paid less.
100%. That sounds crazy to me, because AI is obviously man-made, right? So whatever you feed into it, it's going to blurt out whatever has been fed into it. I was at a conference a few months ago, and I know we discussed this before, Mika, but essentially what one of the ladies who was an AI expert was saying was that there's heaps of data that's missing from when they code it. Would they code it? Is that how it's created?
Yeah.
Right? So essentially what's happening is there are women, entire groups of women that are missing from history. No one made the effort to include them in history. So for example, this is just an example because I'm forgetting exactly what example she had given, but in a rural town in Pakistan, for example, there is this group of women that used to live here and do this and whatnot, whatever. Their history is just doesn't exist, and we're not mindful of people's histories and how they need to be included. So indigenous groups and like more marginalized communities are often not even included in that code, and so that is just missing, because no one knew that, like, online AI just does not know that that was a group that existed at a certain point in time. and it's just that history is vanished, and so they're going to not exist in any responses that it'll ever give you. And same goes for, they just don't have a voice. So same goes for like not enough women coding ChatGPT or AI, which means that those voices are just missing now.
Yeah.
And they're telling you what a man would tell you.
Yeah.
But it should, if anything, it should be 50-50.
And if you ask it if it's sexist, it will always tell you, no, I'm not. Or it'll just say, it will not deny, but it'll say, it's not possible for me to be sexist because I'm not a human.
I look at it as like, it's a reflection of humans. It's a reflection of humanity, and it's a reflection of mankind. And we are patriarchal, like we live in patriarchal settings, and we are so biased in the way that society is structured, because it is obviously a man's world. As much as we don't like to say it, it is true. It was designed for men, even from the way that we work, to the way that, we're obviously, our cycle is never taken into account with regards to work, with regards to anything. Similarly, whatever is kind of happening in the real world, maybe it's just reflecting that, and maybe we need to just do better for it to reflect the right thing. So for example, this salary thing that you were saying, women are paid less,
of course, yeah, that's where it comes from,
right? And so it's just going to tell you, yep, you deserve less, because currently that's just how the world works.
Yeah, because it's all fed what's currently happening. It's reading all these news articles, and the news articles are reading that women are paid less.
Yeah.
So that's what it thinks is true.
Yeah.
So that's what
which is true. And we need to do better. Do better, humans. So that AI does better. Because at the end of the day, it's a mirror.
Yeah. And like now,
until it gets a mind of its own, and then it'll
now I do feel like when I'm talking to ChatGPT, like it's like I have to train it so much that it becomes a voice of me, because it tells me that I've asked many times that who trained you, and those sort of questions, like why aren't you like smart enough for me?
Why are you not smart enough?
And then it tells me, Meg, I'm your voice. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're dumb.
That in itself is so creepy.
Yeah.
I'm your voice.
Zabardasti.
Yeah, Zabardasti. Emi bas. All right, perfect. So let's get into our next topic, Megha, which is just a personal thing I've noticed, and it's very annoying, and I'm sure this is something a lot of other people have noticed too, and they find it super annoying too. But it is AI being used for customer service. So I'll give the example of Jetstar.
Oh yeah, because you've been calling them.
Dude, Jetstar, first of all, horrible service, horrible everything. But all of us will continue to use it forever for the rest of our lives, I feel.
Because we have only limited options.
We just have no options, and it's like such a monopoly. Qantas owns everything in Australia, and so it's like you don't really have many options. But if you ever try to reach out to Jetstar for anything, okay, they have cancelled a flight, so they need to refund you. So it's on them, right? There's nothing you can do about it. It's not even your fault. But they've tried to automate it to an extent where AI is the only thing you can connect with. You'll be directed to an AI chatbot if you have any issues with their service, or if you need a refund, or if you need like a voucher, whatever. If you even have a question. And the AI, you just get stuck in this loop with this AI chatbot, and you just can't get out of it. There is no way. Maybe there is a way. I haven't figured it out yet, and I'm honestly so done with it. I'm like, take my money. I don't even care anymore. But there is no way to actually reach a human being who you can one-on-one talk to and figure out a solution for this issue that you're having with this company. It's so bad. And I'm starting to wonder how many companies are also now going to convert call centers into like just AI call centers.
For sure, they're doing it in many companies.
Really?
As well, yeah.
Really?
And such a small company. Jetstar is so big, you'd think obviously they have the budgets for AI.
So walk me through that. What? So you call the company and an AI chatbot picks up, or like an AI voice talks to you? And so, can you tell? Are you warned it's AI?
I don't think so, no.
There should be a warning, shouldn't there? They should tell you, you're now speaking to AI. And this is not a real human.
Yeah, but I get it for like the cookie cutter questions, like where is my order? This is my tracking number. Okay, fine. You can even do that online. But if there's a personal problem, or there's a size issue or whatnot, like so many things, then you need to speak to a human.
Absolutely.
And how, like you said, you can't find a way to reach. Like there could be press 9 to
Yeah.
get connected to the customer executive.
Yeah.
Where is that when now AI is here?
Yeah.
And Jetstar, like a company like that, maybe they want to cut down costs and they don't want to have real human beings talking to people, so they just are using the AI bot chats, which is like a subscription of what $1,000 a month or whatnot, but still save so much.
Yeah.
So they're doing this, but they're losing the person touch. But companies like Jetstar don't care for that.
Yeah. Jetstar really doesn't care. They know
Yeah.
they can like do this all they want because they are such a monopoly.
Yeah. So there is no customer service element at all.
Yeah.
But you would expect that out of Qantas. But I know people are like on like hours of phone calls and they're still not, they're just on the music stuck
Yeah.
there for.
With Qantas, I've been able to get in touch with them, and Qantas is fine. But then you ask them a Jetstar question, and even though they own Jetstar, they aren't really. They're like, "Oh, please talk to Jetstar for this specific issue," and then Jetstar, you're just with the chatbot for the rest of your life until you decide to give up, and then that's it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's really frustrating. From this to like even like, you know, bagging your own everything at Coles and Woolies, like everything's getting so automated.
Oh yeah, and I hate it.
Me too.
I hate it. Like I do not want to do my own groceries myself. First of all, I've shopped myself. That's a
big deal. Okay, that's a big enough deal.
I'm checking out, and on top of that, they have the bloody cameras.
Yeah,
which make me feel like I'm a fucking thief.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Megha feels very strongly about this if you can't tell, but it's true though. It's like that's the one thing, and also think about how many jobs you're taking away from people. And I get it, AI is going to replace a lot of these like mundane roles and things like that, but
you can't rely on
we
them.
all
You still need that
sit
human
down.
being
Absolutely
to supervise.
We really need to sit and have, which is why, Megha, your point is so correct, is we need regulations. Collectively, as a society, we need to sit down and think about where we want to go from here.
It's all about
what
money.
do we want the world to look like eventually, and
Nobody
how are we
cares.
going to get there?
I have lost it because nobody cares. It's all about the money. People just
Yeah.
want to. Business people are talking. Business people will decide the
Mm.
cost cuttings, and they'll think, okay, AI is saving them money. Let's do it. They don't care.
Yeah, it's because we run on such a, we, live in such a capitalistic world now that everything is driven by money,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And so that's just going to be our lives, But
Until we
it's
change
true.
it.
It's true though. Like what in 20 years from now, what is the experience of buying groceries? Will people not even go to the grocery store anymore? Are there just no places where you can meet other human beings anymore? Because that's where we're headed. And is that something we want?
So you know how you were just talking about grocery experiences and just shopping experience in Australia overall. I was just at Kmart recently, and I was just getting 2 quick things. And you know how you put like what you bought from your cart to the side where it's been scanned and everything. And I did my 2 things. I just literally had 2 things, and I was going to be like quick about it, and it just said assistance needed, and I did absolutely nothing. I just scanned my 2 items, put it across. And then this woman, she already saw me. She walks, and she's like, she scanned her card, and then they show like a video of me doing the same thing because there's like a camera right above me and the thing, and I can see in myself in the video, and I just put the stuff like normally, like me. And I'm like, so obviously I didn't do anything wrong, but I don't want to see myself in a camera that you're already recording me. Like I know there's
the consent. Like I get it. But it's so invasive.
It is.
And it's so confronting to see yourself being played out on the... I get what you mean.
Yeah, it was like so humiliating for no reason. I didn't want to see myself. Like I was not wanting to be on the camera. And it was just like so stupid. I just didn't like that experience. And Kmart doesn't even have the customer. Like you can't even go to anybody and do it. You have to do it yourself. Like some Kmarts probably still have stuff.
Also, my thing is Kmart has big bulky items. And then every time it beeps for big bulky items because you can't really put them on the weighing scale. You have to put them back in the trolley, but they're so big. Baggage. So then someone's obviously going to come and help you because they can't be weighed on that weigh fucking thing, So it's a mess. It's a mess good. Out there.
You're just going out shopping and then a machine is looking at you like you're a criminal.
Literally.
Not cool. That's not the experience I want to. I want to say, hi, how are you doing?
Absolutely.
How was your day?
Yeah,
Miss
100%.
That.
It's
Yeah,
like
आप
small
कैसे
talk, which is so fake. But I would rather take fake small talk than like a
seeing
machine
myself.
and not talking to anyone.
Yeah, and seeing myself on a
Mm.
camera telling that.
There's benefits sometimes when you like really don't want any human interaction, but that's sometimes.
Yeah.
And also, I recently read somewhere that the cost of human connection is annoyance, and I'm probably butchering this sentence, but basically it's saying, you know how someone just rocks up to your house? That's annoying, but that's the cost of community. That's the cost you pay for having a community. And I would still pick community. Even though that's a cost I'm paying, I'm okay to be annoyed, if someone's just coming in having a chai, because that's how you form connections. We're creating all these barriers to catching up and meeting each other and just having connection. And there's a big cost that we're gonna pay for it.
Even birthday wishes. Have you noticed how people don't like call you at 12 o'clock anymore? Like it
That's
used
so
to
true.
be such a thing.
It was such a thing. Was that a millennial thing? Us growing up?
Yeah,
Do
like-
the Gen Zs do it now?
No.
It was such a big deal,
They
and then
didn't-
also you wanted to be the
one.
first. To the point where people started like at 11.
Yeah, you
Why
know,
not?
why
Yeah.
don't we do it anymore?
And also like writing on the wall, writing like Facebook
Facebook
wishes on the wall.
wall.
Like now, after 5 months, I go to my wall and I'm like, oh, people had wished me. I'm so sorry, I forgot. And they're like all boomers. It's so cute, like to see that. But bring that back. Even that was better than this.
Yeah.
We're really sad about AI and technology, you guys. Anyways, Megha, what's our next topic that you want to talk about?
Okay, this is something that we should all take note. Even I
Yes.
should, because I
Please.
was like,
Listen
"Ooh."
intently, guys. This one is very important.
We should all know it, I
Yeah.
think, but it's just that we lose a little in the hindsight, that we forget about it, that hey, this is not safe.
Yeah.
Like you can't ask ChatGPT, or you cannot share everything in your life. You need a friend, call a friend, you need a doc or a shrink or a psych, whatever you want to call it. But do not blurt out your very personal details to ChatGPT, you guys, because it will be taken against you if you were caught in like some criminal activity. Nothing is private. Even if you go out and delete your chats, it will be deleted within 30 days from your system, from your ChatGPT, but it obviously stays very nicely intact. Don't ask ChatGPT where to hide the body, or
Don't ask it how to get away with murder.
or how can I bitch about somebody or whatnot. Like, because even if you think about it, like step to step, even if you don't have a good relationship with, let's say, XYZ, and the XYZ ends up dying.
Oh my god.
And you just ask ChatGPT, oh, how do I fix my relationship with XYZ? That could be used against you in the court. That, hey, what did you mean by fixing your? Did you fix it to an
Is this
entirety?
you fixing it? You fixed your problem right.
Oh my god.
But
So,
Megha, also this goes
uh,
into like scams, and you were talking to me about that. So do you want to tell us a bit about?
oh yeah, so that though I was just overthinking, but this has definitely come into the news, where Sam Altman basically shared that you do not want to be talking privacy things with ChatGPT or any other AI. Do it with your doctor, because that's legally, you're like, it'll be confidential. But then I was also overthinking a few days ago how, like, I talk to ChatGPT, and I know you do too, and a lot of other people do too, right? So we have our voices out there, which, not to say that our podcast doesn't do that, our voices are
course.
out there anyway, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But let's say if we didn't have the podcast and we were just talking to ChatGPT, it has how we talk and everything. And you know how sometimes you call the government an ATO, it tells you your voice is your identity, right? So basically, ChatGPT or any other voice modulation software can pick your voice and copy it and call ATO and identify as you, take out all the funds or whatnot. So it can be used against you again as a scam, financial scam, or any other sort of scam. So I was just telling Faria the other day how we should have like a code word to just tell you that I am real Megha if AI Megha was to be born.
Yeah.
You know, how will you ever tell the difference? Because we clearly cannot.
We can't. No.
So, and if it was just voice, and you can't see my mannerisms,
Yes.
it'd be very hard to tell that if I am the real person. Right?
Absolutely.
So, and then just the next or next to next day, the news actually came out that Sam Altman, again, the CEO and founder of ChatGPT, was quite shocked that these governments, some of the government countries, are using voice as your identity for many crucial departments, like the finance department, like the taxation
Absolutely.
department,
Yeah.
which shouldn't happen.
No.
Biometrics are biometrics for a reason,
Yeah.
and your voice shouldn't be it, because people copy people. Like even the dubbing artists,
Absolutely.
they can do your voice.
Yeah. I have a little story about this that it's not related directly, but it got me thinking when you were talking to me about, AI using your voice to do whatnot. There's a lady that had posted a reel on Instagram which had gone quite viral. And so she was walking us through the scam that she'd gone through and like how to protect yourself from it. And so the scammers, what they had done was they'd gone to the extent that they were using this woman's number, and they used this woman's number to call her husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the call went to the husband as this woman. So, for example, if Faria is calling Temur, my husband, if I'm calling him, his phone will ring with my number, right? So it'll say wifey or whatever. And so his phone was ringing as wifey or whatever her name was. And so he picked up, and this person on the other end was like, I'm calling you from your wife's phone. Mm-hmm. And she's with me, and like I've kidnapped her and whatnot. And so send us this much money and whatever. But he wasn't putting her on the phone. So he wasn't going to the extent of putting her on the phone because she obviously wasn't with him. And so he was smart enough, called the FBI because he had a friend who was in the FBI, and like they got to the bottom of the fact that this is actually just a scam and they've only just used her number, right, to scam the husband, and they got away. So then he actually called the real woman, and then he spoke to her and he was like, oh, I can now hear you, so I'm fine, like I know that you're real because I can hear your voice. But I was thinking about this. If what you're saying, Megha, is true, and it will be eventually because anyone can kind of create your voice, what is how long before scammers can also use your voice? So what if that husband who was called as his wife or from her number
could make the wife also speak?
Could make the wife speak and be like, I'm here and I'm like scared and I'm with this guy and he has actually kidnapped me.
Yeah.
So it's literally just going to get worse and worse from here. So the code word's really important. We should all have it.
Or maybe we should.
And we shouldn't tell ChatGPT what it is.
Yeah.
Do not.
Be smart, guys.
Be smart. But like, where is that line? Because as these things get smarter and better and, more deceptive, like,
and for us, they're doing this for us because we need to be efficient at our jobs. We
Absolutely.
suck, don't we? And we need this stupid bot to help us.
But you know what? It's slowing us down. It's diminishing our ability to think and think quickly and smartly. Like 6 times 6. I shouldn't have to ask ChatGPT what that is.
Yeah.
We did the times tables, you guys, in school, all of us. Do the little kids do them still?
Must
because
be,
will they need to? Will they need them at all ever?
Yeah.
It's the same as calculators, Now calculators are ancient, I feel, and you've just got your phone.
Yeah, that's why they say take care of your health now because all the doctors are using ChatGPT to study now.
That's so true. I've actually experienced this where I've asked someone about an issue I'm having or whatnot, and this is just someone I know, and they will send like a ChatGPT kind of response, and I'm like, that's ChatGPT, and I know it because I can pick on AI very quickly, like in writing especially, you can tell it's AI. And so yeah, use it to your advantage in your jobs, but also know that it's not always correct and it can make mistakes, and also it's stripping your humanness away from you, like in your writing, if that's what you're using, and if you're just relying on ChatGPT, that's not you anymore. It's not coming from you, so it's lost that human touch.
Yeah, and edit it out. Come on.
I know, just edit it.
Don't send copy paste it. No,
I know.
Don't write insert company here.
That's the next level. I'm like, how do people do that?
They just do it.
Yeah,
they love
crazy. I do think it's a little blip. It's like a little time where things are a bit messy, and then eventually it'll all just be in sync. Humans and AI are just going to be one. Like that's the next level of evolution. Maybe that's the next thing that happens.
Wow.
And there's a chip that gets fed into our brains, and we are half human, half AI. Who knows? It's only a matter of time, you guys.
It is. I agree.
Thanks for discussing the, like like the world ending and how AI is going to play a big part in that.
Yeah, and like you said, we always are talking about the doomsday, but guys, where are we heading?
Where are we heading? And honestly, it's also so interesting because
all happening in front of us.
It's all happening in front of us. It's like this is a big thing that we're experiencing in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And
I think flying cars would have been an easy thing to digest.
Absolutely. But also, Mika, we're the last generation to actually see both. To see life pre-big tech. Is it big tech? It's like AI and like
even
the internet and whatnot. Absolutely. A lot of the people before us hadn't, and a lot of people that are after us will not. No life with or without it. Like, it's either or. But for us, like, we remember, like, and I'm so grateful for that. We really grew up until we were maybe 15, 16 in a time where you really had to use dial-up internet, okay? It was a struggle.
We've discussed that in one of our episodes, and we've made that TTT.
So go listen to that one. Good chat, Megha. Good chat.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we'll do a topic that's a little less intense.
Yes.
But we had a good time, you guys.
Yeah, we were keeping it light, I think.
Yeah, we tried to keep it light.
Yeah, you guys are too sensitive.
Yeah, don't be too sensitive. Get over yourselves.
Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah. But thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. If you made it this far, please comment or like or whatever. Tell us what you felt about this episode. Give us feedback. And also tell us how you think AI will change the world.
Yeah, and how are you using it?
Oh my God, yes.
I'd love to know that.
Genuinely. If you're using it a lot, like, that's totally fine. Tell us how, though.
Yeah.
And if you're not, why not? What do you think about it?
And thanks for saving the planet.
Yes, absolutely. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.